And now, as a part of that, and we'll say the Cutler group because it's easier, the Garcia group, because they're right here in the middle. Gentlemen, who will answer this question for you now? Will it Mike, will it be you or Al or Sam? All right. Okay, Michael, the question then again, is there an illegal immigration problem in Farmers Branch?
I think there's an immigration problem where illegal aliens are concerned throughout the country. And I think that each community needs to deal with it. You don't try to put out a fire when half the town is burned to the ground. The bottom line is we have to create laws that discourage illegal immigration. When the amnesty of 1986 was enacted by Congress, the belief was that employer sanctions, laws that would penalize companies for knowingly hiring illegal aliens, would ultimately keep people from entering the United States in violation of law. Well, it would have worked, but didn't work because the resources were never put into it. When the president says we've tried immigration and law enforcement and enforcement doesn't work, the bottom line is enforcement has never really been tried. All we've been given is an illusion of enforcement. We've seen the Minutemen come into existence because they were doing the work the federal government wouldn't do. And now we're seeing where local governments around the country are attempting to shoulder their responsibility and saying, okay, look, if the federal government won't pass these laws, then we will. And it's not an unusual situation. If you look at firearm laws, drug laws, laws against bank robbery and kidnapping, there are local laws and there are parallel federal laws. There's nothing unusual about having local laws that parallel federal statutes. And I find it interesting to be told that we're going to be discussing the welcoming nature of America. Well, we are a welcoming country. Over 1 million immigrants are lawfully admitted into the country each year. And when we talk about illegal aliens, it's a horse of a different color. When the president says we need to legalize immigrants, he may as well be offering to make water wet. Water is wet, as we can see. And I will tell you that immigrants are already legal. They have green cards, they're on the path to citizenship. We cannot bring the entire world here. I think what we're witnessing is the exploitation of many people. I happen to be a registered Democrat, and as a Democrat, first-generation American, my mom escaped the Holocaust by coming to the United States. I believe that we need to do a far better job of creating greater opportunities for people within their own countries. There are over 1 billion people in the world who are so poor while we speak of water that they don't have access to clean drinking water. We can't bring the world here. We need to make the world a better place throughout the world for all people, and that's what I think would work.
You are listening to a debate, Immigration in America, on Stimulating Talk 570 KLAF. When we come back, we'll discuss, the panel will discuss, who is actually responsible for enforcing immigration law. That's next as we continue on Stimulating Talk 570 KLIF.
Thank you very much. Good to go before the fireworks happen.
Immigration debate on Stimulating Talk 570 KLIF. As we continue the debate, I also want to give you, again, just a quick review of one thing. Regardless of what your individual positions are about the responses from these panelists, I do ask you, please, to hold your applause at the beginning when we come back on it, and please at the end again. This is a contentious issue.
United States, who should be responsible for enforcing immigration law? As I believe the Cutler group started answering the last question, should we alternate on this? Yes, okay, so let's go ahead and move on to Reverend Peter Johnson, who will answer this question for the Garcia group. Sir.
First, let me say thank you to KLIF for being wise enough and sensitive enough to allow us to have this discussion. My name is Peter Johnson. I'm 62 years old and I'm not Hispanic. I am in my 47th year in the human rights struggle. I was the youngest man on Martin Luther King's staff, and obviously the best looking one. I don't know why you'll laugh. I got pictures. A part of what we learned in the civil rights movement, Rosa Parks was arrested in Montgomery, Alabama for refusing to give up her seat. But we realized that segregation and transportation was not a Montgomery, Alabama problem. It was a national problem that needed a national solution. The freedom rides that followed the next year was an attempt to say to the nation and to the United States Congress that we need a national solution. We cannot allow each community to come up with their own solutions. Consequently, the question of immigration is a national question. It's not just a local question. I understand and I empathize with your frustrations in Farmers Branch. Young man came up just now and asked, are any of you all residents of Farmers Branch? Do any of you all live in Farmers Branch? And I think there's one fellow on this panel that lives in Farmers Branch. We went to Alabama and to Birmingham, not because we lived there, but because injustice was there and insensitivity was there. We went to Selma not because we lived in Selma, but in Selma we found injustice. And that was an attempt to challenge the injustice, to force the nation to take a look at it and do something about it nationally. Farmers Branch cannot solve the problem of integration. The United States Congress must solve this problem. This is a national issue, not a local issue. The fact that Rosa Parks was arrested in Montgomery, we couldn't have a solution to bus segregation by Montgomery, Alabama. It had to be a United States of America solution. Thank you.
Reverend Johnson, thank you very much. From the Cutler Group, I believe Al Rodriguez will answer this question. Al, hold on one second. I'll find your audio there.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Colonel Alfred F. Rodriguez.
Mike 5.
I'm Colonel Albert F. Rodriguez. If you don't speak for me, don't forget, don't count those seconds. First of all, let me, I'm going to be a little bit different, and I know the answer I'm going to give Mr. Johnson or Reverend Johnson. But I'd like to, before I start, I know I'm not going to go through my entire 2 minutes. I'd like to have every veteran in the room please stand up. Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to applaud the heroes of this country, the national heroes of this nation, who have worked hard to save this nation, who's responsible for illegal immigration, who's responsible for arresting or passing laws. Every American citizen in the United States of America, if they believe in their country, it's your responsibility. The Constitution says, we the people of the United States of America. It doesn't say we illegals or we special groups that believe in the illegal aliens in this country are the only ones that can, or the federal government is the only one that can pass the laws. It's your responsibility, it's the media's responsibility for the problems that this country may have. And if we the people do not fight for this country and make sure that the laws are passed so the law enforcement communities of the nation can take care of those laws, then something is wrong. So ladies and gentlemen, something is wrong when your elected officials swear to uphold the Constitution of the United States of America and protect each citizen within this country. They have not abided by that oath. Thank you very much.
Thank you.